Please welcome Vital Voices founder and former U.S. Secretary of State, Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Anything going on today?
What I love is that Hillary Clinton stared right down the lens of that camera after she said that, staring right into the souls of the Electoral College vote. Yeah, that was Hillary Clinton's opening question to the crowd at the Vital Voices Festival in Washington, D.C. at about 8:50 p.m. tonight. And yes, something did happen about 4 hours earlier.
At 4:15 this afternoon, reports said there would be no verdict. Judge was sending jurors home. Then about 20 minutes later, they announced a verdict had been reached.
Okay, we have a verdict. We have a verdict in the Trump case.
Rosie O'Donnell gave live play-by-play on TikTok.
And it will be any minute. They're going to announce that all of the jurors agreed on the verdict, and it's not a hung jury. So that is a relief. Let's hope that these 12 people did the right thing, looked at all the evidence, and saw just how guilty he is. Be calm, everybody. No matter what it is, we got to be calm. Keep our heads about us, right? Hold, please. We're waiting. I'm nervous.
The verdict was announced at about 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So take it, Rosie.
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guilty. Guilty. Donald Trump is guilty.
We had to rewrite the whole monologue. It was a mess, but...
Yeah, both Jimmy Fallon and Stephen Colbert are off this week. I guess because of the shortened week in America. They had the holiday on Monday. So Jimmy Kimmel was the only 11:35 p.m. guy who had the chance to react to the verdict today, which is great, but him and his writers had to decide really fast how he's going to react. Kimmel's audience arrives at about 3:45 p.m. Pacific time, which is 6:45 p.m. Eastern. I'm guessing the taping starts at about 4:15 p.m. Pacific time, and which would be 7:15 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, so Kimmel and his writers had about 2 hours to rewrite the monologue and come up with some jokes about the guilty verdict.
Count 15 guilty, 16 guilty, 17 guilty, 18 guilty, 19 guilty, 20 guilty.
And I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end and we'll win.
And if we don't win, we'll say we won anyway. Yeah? Listen, the only thing...
Someone should show this tape to Joe Coy, because I know he complained that he only had 10 days to write a 10-minute monologue when he hosted the Golden Globes. And he had a team of 10 writers. So yeah, you can do it, Joe. You can do it.
You do have to hand it to him. No president has ever been convicted more than Donald Trump. How long before he starts bragging about this?
Now, Hillary did post something at about 7 p.m. on Instagram. A shot of a mug that said, "Turns out she was right about everything." And Hillary's caption said, "We recently had some new merch made based on a phrase I hear a lot. The design happened to be finalized today. With your purchase, you'll support Armored Together groups defending democracy and get a pretty great mug to sip tea from. Link to purchase in my profile."
21 guilty, 22 guilty, 23 guilty.
We should automatically make those jurors the new Supreme Court.
24 guilty.
Sheryl Lee Ralph did some reporting on Twitter. Former President Donald Trump has been found guilty of all 34 counts he faced. A cheer has erupted from Collect Pond Park.
25 guilty, 26 guilty.
Barbra Streisand wrote, "Convicted felon Donald Trump is blaming the judge, the jury in New York for being found guilty on 34 counts. He will never accept accountability for his crimes. Americans must not allow this felon anywhere near the White House again."
27 guilty.
After someone wrote, "We all hate the SOB with you, Kathy. You've been targeted by this thug and he's finally getting in trouble for his mobster antics." Kathy Griffin responded, "Thank you for saying that. It was awful. He is awful. Tears of joy." Well, that image of beheaded Trump was pretty awful too, Kathy. Let's call a spade here. Now, I'm not calling a spade here with this one. Now, Katy Perry tweeted LFG, which often means let's freaking go. I mean, it was right after the verdict. People are assuming it's about the verdict. I don't know. I'm just kind of putting it out there. That was Katy tweeted that time. People are taking it a lot of different ways. But yeah, that might have been a comment on the verdict. It might not have been.
28 guilty, 29 guilty, 30 guilty, 31 guilty,
Now, Donald Trump Jr. didn't bother to be in the courtroom for the verdict about his dad. Nah, he had better things to do. But he did take time to tweet. He tweeted, "Such BS," which Caitlyn Jenner responded to, writing, "It's no longer just lawfare. They're engaging in all-out warfare." Nope, this is literally the law, Caitlyn. There are 2 actual wars going on in the world right now, with people dying every single day. But no, this is someone who is accused of crime, being convicted in a courtroom by a jury of his peers. It's literally the law. Caitlyn, that's the law at work. Okay, got that? Okay.
32 guilty. 33 guilty. 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree. All 34 counts are guilty. God bless America.
Piers Morgan wrote, "This is a sad, shameful, and ridiculous day for America. To drag a former president who's running for president again, or someone who was accused of a crime, doesn't matter what your stature is, but okay, through criminal courts over something so trivial, breaking the law, it feels a massive overreach. If it was a massive overreach, there wouldn't be stacks of evidence proving that Trump broke the law."
This man is finally held accountable. A life full of crime and corruption, debauchery. He is the worst human being.
An incredibly divisive and obviously political partisan action. Nope, that's the glorious thing about the law. Doesn't matter what color tie you wear. You break the law, you break the law. Now, sometimes you won't break the law, and your political opponent will just say you broke the law, just to kind of, get that narrative going against you, even though, charges are never brought against you. There's no evidence of you breaking the law. That happens sometimes too. But yeah, what are your thoughts on today?
Is anything going on today?
Oh, this is a good day for me, and for the country, and for the world. Donald Trump is a corrupted soul. He is not capable of leading this country or leading anyone. Oh my God, I'm so happy.